Voyage.
Red Meat Village, Red Meat Village, Red Meat Village.
I heard one of the killers scream and saw Tony's knife embedded in his shoulder. The knifed killer was still with it enough to raise his gun and point it at Tony. I had a 9mm pistol in my hand, 3 quick shots. The whistling projectiles ripped into the hitman's skull. Dead man's trigger, he got off one final shot before he tilted to his left and in slow motion toppled to the floor and lay motionless. That shot missed Tony, but hit me. I staggered. Tony collapsed on his face and breathed. After a long moment, Tony rose and hit the light switch. He could see I'd been shot, and his face was torn between his hatred for me and his worry for me. It hurts to breathe. He approached and examined me.
Oh, we gotta get you to a hospital now.
I'm sorry.
We'll talk about that after.
He walked away from me.
I'm calling this in.
He stepped into my living room and dialed 911. He came back and sat with me while we waited for the ambulance to come. Please, say something.
This isn't the time.
Might be only time we get.
You really want to do this now?
Yes.
You're crazy. You didn't just play me for a chump. You put my life at risk.
You were the only one who could find her.
I loved you like I never loved anybody in my life, and you knew it. And you traded on that. You conned me, and you damn near got me killed. You planned the heist. You don't need the money. Why?
I didn't know the answer. I was just wired that way. Regular life, the same coffee shop every morning, the same drive home every night. That was torture to me. I needed the action since I was a teenager. Some people jump off planes. I did crazy shit like this. I had no defense. I had no defense when I ran with Stevie back in the day. I had no defense now. It was indefensible. It didn't even make sense to me. How could it make sense to Tony? Make it up to you every day. Rest of my life. Go to the feds if you want.
You think I can ever trust you again?
Lisa was in emergency surgery for 6 hours at the hospital. The gunman's bullet had punctured a lung, but missed her heart. She bled internally and received massive blood transfusions. Her lungs choked with blood. In the waiting room, I spoke for hours to the homicide boys. The cops seemed to buy that the shooting had been self-defense, and to be fair, they were. The money was still hidden in Lisa's safe. I swore to whichever demons ruled this world that if they'd just let Lisa live, I'd do anything. It was just over 6 hours when the OR doors opened and a petite brunette dressed in blue scrubs stepped out. There were bloodstains all over her chest and gloves, and she looked exhausted. Her name tag read, Elizabeth Gelman, MD. I stopped. I stood. I awaited sentencing. She told me Lisa was still alive, but in a coma, and that when people talked to people in a coma, it helped. So I went to Lisa's hospital room. She was unconscious, receiving oxygen through her nose. I talked to her. I told her what our life together would be like, whether we married or not, whether we lived together or separate, whether she turned herself in or she didn't. I told her. I told her of the clothes I would buy for her, of the meals I would prepare for her, of the types of flowers I would bring her, and of the books I would dedicate to her. I described every single dance club in New York City, straight from their websites, and promised her we would patronize each whenever she desired. I spoke to her through tears and through dry eyes, with a catch in my voice and with none, when I was fresh and when I was tired, whether I was thirsty or I wasn't. I spoke to her, and she slept. Lisa recovered consciousness on the third day. She looked at me. We were silent for a long time. Then I felt her hand lightly apply pressure to mine.
Hi, Lisa.
I couldn't choke out anything else. It was enough. She rested peacefully on the pillows. I still held her hand. The hospital seemed unusually quiet.
We're not through anymore.
Her voice was throaty, coming from somewhere deep inside.
Did you hear me? I've been talking to you for the past 48 hours.
I believe I did.
Lisa, you saved my life.
Oh, honey, I'm the one who put you in danger in the first place. You don't look so good, Tony.
Yeah, well, you don't look so hot either.
She laughed.
I know.
She turned serious.
I'll turn myself in. It's the worst thing I ever did. To you and to the users. All that blow on the street. I can't live with it.
It's a 10-year minimum for trafficking in that bulk.
She nodded.
Convicted felon. They'll strip you of your license, you know. You'll never practice psychotherapy again.
My lies almost got you killed.
We enjoyed each other's company until Lisa needed to sleep. It was the middle of the day. Maybe because I'm sick in the head, I still thought about where Destiny was. I needed to talk to her to get this all squared in my mind. Where do you go when you got nowhere to go? Family. Destiny was obviously not with Lisa or her adoptive family. Maybe she had biological family in the city. Now that I knew exactly who she was, I had a way to look. Turned out, she had a brother, Robert Chisholm. Reggie and I went to his address.
If she's out there, she probably never goes out. Holed up in the basement like a rat. Never a chirp out of her.
Riverdale was a peaceful, upper-middle-class neighborhood. Here, the private homes were set back from the street. The lawns were bright green and freshly mowed. Kids shot baskets on driveway hoops and rode bikes in the street. Quiet, friendly, prosperous, little or no street crime. I wondered if Robert Chisholm was a swindler too. He had a brick house, expansive and solid, built to last. It had a covered front porch, shrouded by a tangle of plants and flowers in heavy ceramic pots, and a series of arching trees adorning a wide expanse of manicured lawn. A red luxury car was parked in the driveway.
Mr. Robert Chisholm must be paying a fortune in maintenance and gardening fees.
I walked up the stairs onto the front porch. I rang the front bell. It took a few seconds, then someone opened the door. He was a tall, slim black man with high cheekbones and sharp, intelligent eyes. He was strikingly good-looking, not unlike his sister in that regard, I guessed. He was friendly. I told him the truth. He stopped being friendly and threatened to call the cops. I encouraged him to do so since he was harboring a fugitive. When I told him we wouldn't involve the cops, he reluctantly let me in. We sat on upholstered chairs at an expansive wood table. I heard the front door close with a soft click. I leaped to my feet. The conniving little SOB had outsmarted me. I raced out of the kitchen and reached for the door. She had guessed I'd have the rear exit covered. That's where Reggie was, and she slithered out the front. I jerked the door open and leaped onto the porch. She stopped. She whirled, facing me, pointing something in her right hand. Did she have a gun? No, it was pepper spray. I dived to my right, craning my neck, extending my face away from her right hand. I crawled forward. She fired. The inflammatory fumes flared the air to my left. I dived across her body, knocking the canister from her hand with my chest. I flicked it away with my left hand. I pinned her shoulders to the ground with each hand. Her eyes exuded fear like she was pinned by a pterodactyl.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm a friend of Lisa Flowers. I'm not the cartel, and I'm not the cops.
You're a friend of Lisa?
I pulled my private OP license and showed it to her.
Can we go back inside, please?
Eventually, we did. Reggie, too. We sat down, me glaring at Destiny's brother.
Do you want to see Lisa?
I love Lisa, but
But what?
Lisa's crazy. She pleaded with me to hijack the cartel. Marjorie agreed. But me? With a gun going against those killers?
You didn't want to do it.
Not want to do it? I was terrified. No, I didn't want to do it. Are you crazy?
$2.4 million worth of blow split 3 ways would be an inducement.
Lisa promised a clean heist.
And was it?
Yeah, would have been, except the shipment was late. Cartel guys showed up tracking their package. Manjuri panicked, shot one of them. But you should have seen Lisa. She swaggered at the driver. She held a big gun, too big for her gloved hands, steadily aimed at the driver's chest. Manjuri was behind her. I stood shaking in the background. Lisa shoved the snout into the driver's ear. She never said a word, but held a note in both English and Spanish in front of his eyes, said, "Give us the payload, or we'll splatter your brains across the windshield."
Do you think she'd have done it?
No, I know she wouldn't. But he didn't know it. He was just a driver. You should have seen how fast he opened the car's trunk and pulled out the gym bags loaded with blow. Then
what?
I drove. My hands shook. The car was all over the road, but Lisa shot out the front tires of their car. I wouldn't have believed that kind of shooting was possible. She came more alive than anybody I've ever seen. She was joyful. She loved it.
You wore a mask, correct?
And padded coats and elevated shoes and men's guns too big for my hand.
Look, you stay in New York. No matter how long you hide in your brother's house, the cartel is going to find you and kill you. If I found you, they will too, even if they don't know your real name.
Lisa has the money. Whatever Manjuri didn't have.
Yeah, which is going back to the cartel, or we're all getting killed. Reggie's gonna spot you some walking away cash.
I am?
You can afford it.
You my accountant now?
I'll get you back.
When?
50 grand.
You a terrible friend.
That hurts me. You're a great friend.
I wish I wasn't.
50 grand. You go somewhere you've never been and you start over. Places that start with an I. Iowa, Idaho. Places people don't look. Got that?
Okay. I just don't want to be scared anymore.
Stay in touch with your sister, too. Set up a dummy email account. Use disposable cell phones. Call from payphones if you can find them. But stay in touch.
We went back to Lisa's. There was $900,000 in a safe. Manjuri's death had caused the rest to vanish. We left it in several black bags at Cortez's garage, along with a note with a burner cell number he could reach me at. He called.
Where's the rest of it?
In police evidence. One of your thieves is dead.
Not my problem.
You had 0 when you woke up this morning. 900 grand's not nothing.
Where's Destiny?
I don't know. I made it that way on purpose. You need another $1 million to leave her alone? She doesn't have it.
There were 3 of them. One's dead. One's gone. Who's the third? And where are they? Maybe they have the rest.
My part of this was destiny.
How poetic.
We gonna have a problem?
Depends on the mood of the evening.
We all got a boss, huh?
If there's a problem, next time, you won't get to jump on me so easy.
Well, then maybe I hope not to see you again.
You too. It wasn't a pleasure doing business with you.
What can I say? I'm all charmed. Yeah?
Don't feel so bad about the 50 grand.
I wasn't.
I won.
Won what?
The essay contest for 50 grand. Do me a favor of humoring me as I read this to you. Reggie's essay was profoundly original. To critique a book from the perspective of a character within the book is creative in and of itself. But then to go on and point out deficiencies in the author's portrayal of my character and of Wolf's character and of Leach's character, the things he got wrong about us, and to make a well-supported case in each instance, showing that London got some of our interactions wrong and that the logic of our characters necessitated differing interactions, and that a key part of the author's errors was in misreading of Nietzsche. Well, this is show genius Whenever Reggie lays down his boxing gloves, he could easily have a bright future in academia.
You about done? I missed a birthday during that.
As it turned out, Reggie was bigger, stronger, tougher, and smarter than me. If I was honest, he was more handsome as well. What was I gonna do? Punch him? Weeks later, my life had changed. As expected, I'd been denied tenure at Brooklyn University. I didn't complain. I just cleaned out my office one night and left everything in my apartment. Lisa came by after she was released from the hospital.
Tony, I heard from Destiny.
Yeah?
She sounds good. Living in some godforsaken rural area, working in a supermarket, getting ready to enroll in a local college.
Good.
I'm doing it.
Lingerie's gone, Destiny's not talking. The DEA might never know who sold that blow to Muldoon.
But I know. We'll have this hanging over our heads for years. What if they flip one of Muldoon's guys?
The feds will put you away for years.
I know. Will you wait for me?
As long as it takes.
She came into my arms. My arms went around her. I pressed her closer. Maybe I was as crazy as she was, but I couldn't help it.
Sell my house, Tony. I'll give you power of attorney. It's a beautiful home in a good neighborhood. It's paid for. I own it free and clear. It'll go for a lot. Bank it.
All I could think of was Lisa in the joint for God knew how many years.
Whatever you want, honey.
We sat together, quiet, for a long time. The next morning, we drove cross town and then north. We put the car in a lot and walked to a jewelry store.
Tony.
We're looking.
We got in the elevator and rode to the second floor. I'd never been here before. I just stared. The room was spacious, light, airy. The wall-to-wall carpeting was a soft reddish brown, comfortable. Display cases were distributed around the room, creating an uncluttered, unhurried, relaxed ambience. It was a study in classic, understated elegance. Lisa and I walked slowly among the displays, looking. I caught the eye of a dark-haired young woman employee. She wore black bifocals that matched her hair. She came over to us. I told her I wanted
Platinum, minimum 1 carat diamond.
The saleswoman led us to a display. Lisa looked at the $13,000 price tag on the ring I coveted. She knew roughly how much money I made.
I can't wear this inside.
I'll visit you whenever they let me. If they let us together, I'll put the ring on your finger as soon as I arrive, and I'll take it off when I go home. Go ahead, choose one.
She pointed at one ring in the display. The diamond glittered. The saleswoman gave it to us. I held the ring. I got on my knees. There were people in the store. They must have been staring at us. I didn't care. Lisa and I were alone in a world that I had dreamed of for years. The cartel, the DEA, the criminal justice system, a looming prison sentence. None of that mattered right now. This was a moment I would have. I would not be denied. And the only pitfall that could stop me would be the lady's refusal.
Lisa, there's only one woman in this world that I've ever felt this way about. And if you were to dump me today, I would never date again. I would just stay married to my memories of you. If I live to be 900 years old, I will...
Yes, Tony. Yes.
Tears filled her eyes and streaked her cheeks. There was an obstruction in my throat that made it difficult to speak.
Well, I didn't ask you yet.
I took her left hand in my left. I held the ring in my right. I slipped the platinum diamond ring on the ring finger of her left hand. Right after that, Lisa and I went to the DEA building on 10th Avenue with a fancy attorney Lisa knew through her parents. She insisted on going inside without me. After a lot of back and forth, she received a 2.5-year sentence owing to her cooperation with the DEA. I went to Betsy Head Park with Reggie, and we saw chill again. Spring had arrived late, and I felt its cool breath on my face. It was early June, but some people still ran their heat at night. Green buds were sprouting. The fragrance of fresh earth opening filled my nostrils, and, during the day, chirping birds flitted through the trees' fulsome growth. But there was no spring in my world. It was 2 days later, and Lisa had been remanded into federal custody. We walked slowly into the depths of the park. In the distance, I heard voices.
Closed for business.
There are different kinds of business.
Tony!
He advanced to meet us, walking alone, coming straight to me, his right hand outstretched, smiling broadly. I gripped his hand. He wore a black button-down dress shirt, a black cashmere blazer, faded blue jeans, and loafers without socks.
Not looking very gangster tonight.
I'm setting a trend.
Chill reached his hand to Reggie, who took it.
We have all magnanimously agreed to remain silent about the body you dropped in front of us. Now, you are going to do some things for us.
Chill still gripped Reggie's hand. His left hand grabbed Reggie's right arm and was almost swallowed by the massive biceps. Chill had previously told Reggie he planned to finish school and go into politics. He wanted to be the mayor of New York City one day. Crazy thing was, we thought he could actually pull it off if he wanted to. The kid had a way of making you like him that was tough to explain.
Anything for Tony.
You're out of here. For good. You come with me to college, to grad school or law school, into politics. And if you relapse, you're going down. Do hard time for the murderer Rat-a-tat and all those big plans shot to shit. You ghost, I'll hunt you down. I'll scour the streets until I find you like I did Destiny. This is not a choice. I'm your foster dad now, and you're coming with me.
He stared at me, a soft smile turning up the corners of his lips, and not a hint of raillery from him.
Won't be needing to hunt for me.
There was nothing more to say. We left the park, drove to Reggie's apartment, parked in a spot around the corner, and sat in silence for several minutes. Chill thought it was over for a moment.
You a wise man, Tony.
If not, I'll do until a wise man gets here.
Red Meat Village is a production of Voyage Media. The series is produced by Nat Mundel, Robert Mitas, and Dan Benamor. Directed, produced, and adapted by Dan Benamor. Based on Andrew Bernstein's upcoming novel of the same name. When a link to the novel is available, it will be listed in the show notes. Starring Catherine Bell as Lisa, Malik Yoba as Reggie, and Ryan Heppy as Tony. Additional cast credits are available in the show notes. Edited, sound designed, and mixed by Nick Misidi. Original music by Derlis Gonzalez. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a 5-star review in Apple Podcasts or anywhere you're listening. And subscribe now for future episodes.